Health officials in Washington are taking a look at the idea of how schools reopen, if at all, this fall. Today, they spoke with reporters about some of the measures they'd like to see in place and what should happen in order to reopen. Fox 12's John Hendricks is live in Vancouver tonight to bring us the story. John?
Well, when health officials tell us that if people want to see schools open come this fall, that they're going to need to see a decline in those COVID-19 numbers. They said today if numbers keep on that upward trend, sending kids back would not be a good idea. The newly built Marshall Elementary School in Vancouver eagerly awaits the return of students. But Washington health officials warning today school in the fall will look a lot different if it happens at all, if COVID-19 numbers continue to rise.
We're heading in the wrong direction, and everyone needs to understand that if we continue to head in the wrong direction, it will be extremely difficult to bring students back to school.
Health experts who spoke today during a briefing said if students do return, they would likely see some changes. For example, students would wear masks, social distancing would be a must, and students and staff would stick to their own group of people and not interact with others. Not all parents are on board with the idea of sending kids back in the fall.
It's just say, hey, go back to school with a mask and we'll wipe stuff down. It's too early to say that.
David Hatch has 2 kids in the Evergreen School District and questions what we will know or how the virus will be doing come September.
The thought that runs in our heads the most is how little we know for a fact and how things can change pretty quickly with the science and the data.
He'd rather opt for virtual school until some sort of vaccine is available for this virus.
They're making lots of headway on vaccinations. See where the vaccinations are in January, and if we can do the second part of school with vaccines.
Though the start of school is still weeks away, districts across Washington are weighing their options on what to do next. Health officials say that decision now rests on everyone in the state.
The virus connects us all. We're linked. So unless everyone does their part to decrease transmission, everyone will feel the impacts of increased transmission.
Health officials said today that in order to get those COVID-19 numbers to go down, they want to see folks masking up and not going about their life like it is pre-pandemic. They attribute the rise in cases of folks going back to that normal life too quickly. Reporting live tonight, John Hendricks, Fox 12 Oregon.